Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you the ultimate solo guide to completing the No Way Out heist in GTA 5 Online to be earning yourself over $650,000 in under 50 minutes each time. Which is honestly pretty good money for that short amount of time, and the best part about this heist is literally anyone could start it no matter if you are a level 1 or also a level 1000. So with all that being said, if you go on to enjoy my video or if it helps you out in any way, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on it for me. But now let's get into this amazing No Way Out heist solo guide. Alright, so getting straight into it, what you first need to do if you haven't done the introduction cutscene is go over to this A on the map, which is located in Little Seoul. Once over here, you'll hear a payphone ringing, which you want to go up to and click right D-pad to answer the phone to Shwartzman, which will be the introduction cutscene to the No Way Out heist. You will only ever see this on your very first attempt completing this though. After you complete the introduction, the very first mission we will be completing for the No Way Out heist is called Negative Press, which will be able to be started at this exact location in Alta. I also would highly recommend before you even start this mission to call out your fastest motorcycle, that way you have it ready once you start the mission, because that is the best vehicle to use during these missions. Because sadly you can't use any special armored vehicles or any special weaponized vehicles like the Oppressor Mark II, you can only use old school GTA style vehicles. Anyway, once in the mission, on your very first time completing this heist, you won't be able to skip the cutscene, but after you will be able to skip this cutscene every single time. Alright, but the first thing you need to do in this mission is go over to the KnoWay depot and then enter inside, which once inside you'll see a whole bunch of KnoWay guards that we need to eliminate. So trust me, it's super simple from here, it's nothing too complicated. All you want to do is get any one of your suppressed weapons and start eliminating all of the guards with a headshot. You do want to of course try to be somewhat stealthy, but even if you aren't super stealthy and take them out a couple seconds later, you'll still be completely fine. Once you took out the guards, then it'll tell you to enter a KnoWay test pod, but do not do that. What you actually want to do is blow up 3 of the vehicles next to the test pods. Once you blow up all 3 of the vehicles, then go over to the 4th and final KnoWay test pod vehicle and place a sticky bomb on the windshield, then get inside of the test pod. Once in the test pod, simply drive it out of the KnoWay depot, and once outside, you'll now need to complete these 3 objectives. Which there's no real trick to doing this, you just want to do it as fast as you possibly can basically. I would recommend though, once you complete all 3 of the objectives, to go over and park this vehicle next to one of the KnoWay billboards like I did here. Then simply hold Y or triangle depending on what console you are playing to exit the KnoWay vehicle, and once you exit, we can now exit the entire KnoWay depot. As you remember, we did place a sticky bomb on that KnoWay vehicle that we parked next to the billboard, so once outside, detonate that sticky bomb and you'll see the billboard that we parked it next to has now been destroyed. That's why I told you to park that car next to a billboard and to place a sticky bomb on it, that way we can get one of those billboards eliminated right off the bat. But from here, all we need to do is now go over to all of the KnoWay billboards and taxis and then explode them with a sticky bomb, which is way easier than doing it in the regular KnoWay vehicle that we were in previously. Yes, that's right. I don't know why Rockstar wanted us to destroy these KnoWay taxis and also billboards in a car. Like, that is the slowest possible way. It's way faster doing it this way. Once you did destroy all the KnoWay taxis and billboards though, you'll then be completely done with the mission. All you'll then need to do is go over to Avi's dead drop. Once over at the dead drop, you can then go over to the back of this felon car and open the trunk to collect the cash, and then after go over to this telephone to answer a call from Avi. After you answer that call, shortly after you'll get paid some money, which is around $21,000 and also 3,600 RP on top, which is pretty good. Alright, but now getting into the second setup mission, this one is called Inside Job, which to start this one, you want to come over to this A on the map once again, but over in Rockford Hills. Once over there, go over to the payphone once again to click right D-pad to begin this job. Once you are in the Inside Job mission, the first thing you need to do is get on your motorcycle and go over to meet the KnoWay contact. Which he is very close by, so it shouldn't take you long to get to him, but once over at his location, you'll then want to enter inside the vehicle, which I'm not sure why, but every time my character automatically breaks inside the car. Which is pretty funny because he breaks in and then just a second later opens the door just like normal. But anyway, once you are inside the car with the KnoWay contact, now simply drive him over to the downtown cab co. Once over there and he got outside of the vehicle, you now want to park in front of the downtown Capco location, and once parked in front of there, you now want to wait for him to get inside the car after he placed the explosives on the taxis. Once you and the contact drove away, you'll hear the taxis explode, and from here all we'll need to do is simply lose the cops and then drive over to the hideout. Which once at the hideout, you want to enter inside, and here is a secret trick that you want to do, but it's not really a secret trick, it's just a simple thing that you need to do in this mission. Just follow where I'm going through here over to where the laptop is normally located at inside the MC Clubhouse, and you'll see behind where the laptop is some FIB tech that we can collect. Once you collect this will give us an extra $10,000 for this mission, which is an easy $10,000 extra for just simply collecting that tech. Once you got the tech, follow the KnoWay contact over inside this room where we'll now be having to hear this FIB officer give us a debrief. After he finished giving you the debrief, you then have to take out all of the KnoWay mercenaries inside here, and after exit the hideout to then drive over to the data center. Once at the data center, you want to make sure you park your motorcycle exactly where mine is right here. It is very important to make sure you do this step because once we exit, it'll make our lives way easier. But from there, take out all of the enemies in front of this building, and then after, we want to explode this car right in front of where we parked our motorcycle. Perfect, just like that, once you blow up the car, we can now enter inside the data center, which once inside the data center, we now want to take out more guards inside here to find hard drives. The best gun to use during this part is definitely the assault shotgun because it is great for close combat, and once down at the bottom section, you want to start on the left and start making your way all around this entire section looking for 3 hard drives. It's usually pretty simple to find all 3 of them, and once you found all 3, we can now exit the data center. Once outside, quickly go over here to the right where we parked our motorcycle to get on top of it and drive past these 2 red containers. This is by far the easiest way to escape all those mercenaries that were about to attack us. Anyway, from here, just drive all the way over to Avi's dead drop, which once over there, you want to deliver the 3 hard drives. Then just answer Avi's call from the payphone, and then after you'll be completely done with the mission, and you'll see you get paid a total of $10,000 and also 2,300 RP on top. Alright, so now getting into the third setup mission. This one is called Tunnel Vision. So to start this one, you want to come over here to the LSIA area. Once over here, go up to the payphone to of course click right D-pad to begin this third setup mission, and once in the mission, the very first thing you'll need to do is drive over to the LSIA Terminal 4. Once at the Terminal 4 station, you'll now want to go all the way down these stairs, all the way to Platform 1, which there will be some guards on the way down there, so be sure to take them out with a simple headshot with a suppressed weapon of course. Then once at this point, you want to jump down this exact portion, avoiding all of those guards in front of us, then enter inside the train to click right D-pad to hack the KnoWay train. After you successfully completed the Volt Lab hack, which is very simple, you'll then see the train will start going forward. So once the train drove all the way through these tunnels and then stopped, you want to hop out the train, go all the way up here, and prepare for another train to be ambushing us. Once you see the train, immediately start lighting it up and taking out all of the targets. Then one of them inside will be holding a briefcase, so be sure to take him out. Then once you take him out, you want to pick up the briefcase and then deliver this over to Avi's dead drop. The fastest way over there is by taking out these 4 guards in front of this crate, then going up to the crate and then clicking right D-pad to open it. Once you opened it, get on one of these motorcycles, then hover over your snacks and follow where I'm going through these tunnels and stop at this first area. Once here, take out all of the guards in this room because we need to collect an ECU from this area to receive an extra $10,000 bonus from this mission. As you can see, here is the ECU, so go up to it and click right D-pad to steal it. It's super simple, literally just doing this one part during this mission will get us that extra $10,000 bonus, but anyway, once on your motorcycle, we can now exit this entire tunnel area following it all the way down. Then once out the tunnel, we can drop it off over to Avi's dead drop. So once you deliver the briefcase and you also answered Avi's call from the payphone, you'll now be completely done with the mission, which once you are, here's how much money you'll get paid. As you could see, $10,000 and also over 2,000 RP, which is very good. Okay, but finally getting into the fourth and final setup mission. This one is called Trash Talking, which to start this one, you want to come over to the A on the map over in Chamberlain Hills. Once over here, just like always, go up to the payphone to click right D-pad to answer the call. Then you'll be put inside this mission, which once inside the mission, the first thing we'll need to do is drive over to Rogers, Salvage, and Scrap. Once over there, I recommend shooting a couple bullets in the air. That way these trash workers can just run away. Then once they run away, get inside the trash truck to drive it all the way over to the KnoWay office. Once at the KnoWay office, you want to honk your horn, that way they open the gate. Then once they open it, you want to drive inside and park your trash truck right in here to start picking up these 3 regular trash bags. Once you picked up all 3 of the trash bags, you then want to enter back inside the trash truck and drive it exactly where I'm at right here to park it just beside this gate. Once you parked it here, hop outside, then follow where I'm going over to where there is going to be a guard working on the fuse box. But once you come over next to him, you'll see he immediately leaves, funny enough, so you can now go up to the fuse box to click right D-pad to disable the security cameras. Once you did disable the security cameras just like so, you quickly want to come over here to where this guard is at over next to this gate, and once you come over next to him, he should just walk away just like so. So from here, get inside this area and pick up these 2 blue trash bags. Once you picked up the 2 blue trash bags holding the confidential documents, we can now exit this entire area by taking this secret exit over this ramp. Once out here, we can now make our way over to the next KnoWay office, but you'll see on the way over there will be another trash truck spawning in on the map. So don't go over straight to the office, we actually want to go over to where that trash truck spawned in and blow it up first. Once you blew it up, we can now go back over to the KnoWay office and then enter inside, which once entering inside this next area, I recommend backing it up just like me and parking it exactly in this spot. From here, hop outside and then start loading up the regular 3 trash bags into the trash truck. After you loaded up all 3 of them, we can now make our way over to the back section of this area to disable the security cameras at this fuse box. After that, follow where I'm going right beside where these stairs are and wait for a security guard to come past you, then wipe him out right when he is behind the trash truck. Once you did, come down these next flights of stairs where there will be one more guard down here to take out with a simple headshot, of course with a suppressed weapon. From there, we can now get these 2 blue trash bags, which are once again holding the confidential documents that we can load into the trash truck, which once we loaded both of them into the trash truck, we can now exit this area completely. There is only one more location left for this mission, which is going to be over here at the office garage of the KnoWay. So once over here, you want to back up your trash truck in this location, then show this guard your badge. Once you showed him the badge, he'll then let you enter inside the garage to start loading these 3 trash bags. But once you load the second trash bag, I would recommend going right behind the guard and wiping him out just like so. From there, just get the 3rd and final trash bag to load it inside the trash truck. Then after, go to the left of this trash truck where there's going to be a fuse box where we can now disable the security camera. Once you disable the security camera just like so, we can now go over to this keypad beside this door to hack it open. It's a very simple hack. Once you hack it open, we can now enter inside the KnoWay office, which once inside, you want to wait for this guard to walk past you in front. Once he walks past you, just go right behind him and then take out this first guard to the left, then enter inside this room and then take out this other guard silently. From there, go up to this desk and steal the KnoWay documents, then go out this next door to take out these 2 final last guards. Then the last documents will be on this main office desktop, so collect them. Then once you collect them, we can now exit the office. Once outside the office, you quickly want to get inside the trash truck. Then once inside the trash truck, get any one of your weapons ready to shoot and start driving immediately to chase the FIB van just down this street. You want to be pretty fast because you can take them out just inside this tunnel immediately after they enter inside, but if you are slower, then of course they will be taking longer to take out. Anyway, once you took them out, they'll drop 2 more blue trash bags that you want to of course pick up and load into the back of our trash truck. Then once you loaded them both inside the trash truck, we can now deliver these back over to Avi's dead drop, which once over there, you'll need to lose the cops, which I recommend losing the cops at this train track section right here. It's very simple. For some reason, cops don't really drive on the train tracks. But anyway, once you lost the cops and you delivered the trash over to Avi's dead drop, here's how much money you'll get paid once you pass the mission. As you could see, $10,000 and also 3,000 RP on top of that, which is also very good. Alright, so now it is officially time to do the finale for the KnoWay Out heist, which is called a clean break. So to start this, you want to come over to this A on the map over in Strawberry. Once over here, go up to the payphone to click right D-pad to begin the mission. And once you are in the mission, the first thing we need to do is go over to this van right next to us to collect the hacking device. Once you got the hacking device, you simply want to wait for the FIB to arrive and then arrest you. Then once they arrest you, you want to wait for the detective to interrogate you. Which once he finishes interrogating you, you now need to escape this room by simply going over to this back cabinet and clicking right D-pad to view this book, and pay close attention to which color has the unlocked lock symbol. Because the color will change every time, but in this case it was the color red. So once you memorize that color, after you want to come over to this table right behind us and pick up the pen. From here, simply go over to this keypad right beside the door and click right D-pad to pick a wire. Make sure you pick the wire that had that unlock lock symbol, which for me was the color red. From there, you want to go over to this next room where there's going to be a security guard that you want to knock out, and once you knock him out, he'll give you a pistol which you now want to use to take out these next two guards. But make sure from here on out you only take out every single guard and enemy with a headshot and a headshot only. You also want to make sure from here on out that you are moving pretty fast and not slow whatsoever, because we need to make sure we finish this heist in under 10 minutes. Anyway, once you collected the hacking device right there with that duffel bag, you'll also have your normal weapons. So get one of your normal weapons that is the best you are good at shooting with, and you want to take out all of these enemies with, once again, only headshots. Then come over to this computer where we can hack the FIB database, which is really easy. And after you hack the database, you'll see after two enemies will spawn right behind you. So go back over there and take out those enemies, because like I said, we need as many headshots as possible. Once you did take out those two enemies that spawned in, we can now make our way back upstairs to where the roof is at, and make sure once you go all the way to the roof that you are very careful, because there will be a whole bunch of enemies up here. Same thing applies. As I said, make sure you get only headshots, because we literally can't mess up at all with any of these enemies. We basically need headshots with every one of these enemies that spawns in this building. And also on the roof, but once on the roof and you entered inside the Swift helicopter, we can now return the hacking device over to Avi. So fly where I'm going, then you'll be put through a cutscene of you being shot down by another helicopter. After that cutscene though, you'll spawn here at this area near the beach. So what you want to do is immediately snack up and then put on some armor. That way you aren't low on health. Then what we need to do is follow where I'm going over to where all of these cops are going to be at. This part can be a little bit tricky. Honestly, this might be the hardest part about the entire heist, taking out all of these cops. But like I said before, just make sure you are taking your time getting headshots with every one of these enemies that spawns in. A tip from me is to definitely make sure you get close to these enemies, because they will be spawning in pretty far from you. So if you are closer, it is definitely way easier to land headshots. But once you did take out everyone and you pushed all the way through here to where the jet skis were, you now want to get on top of one of the jet skis, then return the hacking device back over to Avi by following where I'm going on my jet ski. And once you arrived over at the boat where Avi is, you'll then be put through a really long cutscene of course, talking to Avi. But after your first time, you will be able to skip this cutscene, which is pretty cool. And once you did complete the entire No Way Out heist, here's how much money you'll get paid. As you could see, $525,000. And if you want to complete the elite challenge, all you'll have to do is complete the heist in under 10 minutes, as I said, have no lives wasted, have 0 hacks failed, and also get over 35 headshots. Which I was able to do, and that was why I mentioned those things in this guide during my finale. But if you completed those, you'll get paid an extra $100,000 on top. So with the elite challenge completed, you'll earn $625,000 each time with over 2,000 RP, which is some pretty good money to be earning, especially in under 50 minutes each time. We technically earned just over $650,000 because of course for those 4 first setup missions, we did earn a little bit of money for those. Anyway, that is now going to be the end of today's video. You officially know the best way to be completing the entire No Way Out heist in GTA 5 Online, the fastest way possible as a solo player to be earning yourself over $650,000 in under 50 minutes. So with all that being said, if you went on to enjoy my video and you still haven't already, please do me a favor by going down below and dropping a like on it before you click off. And of course, if you aren't, make sure you also hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.